1. Chinakhov wants out of Columbus, why the Avalanche should make a move. 2. Yegor Chinakhov's trade request, what it means for the Blue Jackets. 3. Yegor Chinakhov trade request, disputes with coach lead to NHL career crossroads. 1. Chinakhov wants out of Columbus, why the Avalanche should make a move. Imagine snagging a first-round talent with a complete 200-foot game and offensive prowess. Sounds tempting, right? Well, you should at least give it a shot. Yegor Chinakhov is reportedly eager to leave Columbus, as per Aaron Portzline's article in The Athletic, https://www.newyorktimes.com/athletic/650013/2025/07/1/blue-jackets-trade-request, and the Colorado Avalanche should seriously consider this buy low, high-reward opportunity. The story goes that Chinakhov's agent took to X/Twitter to reveal a misunderstanding with Blue Jackets head coach Dean Evason sparked the trade request. Columbus GM Don Waddell wasn't caught off guard by this, noting Chinakhov didn't react well to being benched after underperforming post-back injury. Now, the Jackets are entertaining trade offers, provided they match his value. Enter the Avalanche, with a history of fruitful dealings with Columbus. Since Chris MacFarland joined Colorado in May 2015, he's repeatedly tapped into his former employer's talent pool. Sometimes it's about familiar faces, but often it's just a preferred trading partner, and Columbus is that for the AVS. This summer, Colorado's standout move was sending Miles Wood and Charlie Coyle to the Blue Jackets. This sets the stage for another potential win-win deal. Chinakhov, standing at 6 feet 1 inch and weighing 201 pounds, was the 21st overall pick in 2020. He managed 7 goals and 15 points in 30 games last season, following a 16-goal, 29-point performance in 53 games during the 2023-24 season. If the AVS can secure him without overpaying, this left-shot right-winger, skilled on the power play and boasting a formidable shot, could be a stellar reclamation project with the potential to shine as a top 6 winger. Read more, Avalanche Mailbag 2.0, Nika's next contract, trade value, and bottom 6 depth uncertainty, https://coloradohockeynow.com/2025/06/avalanche-mailbag-2-025/next-contract-trade-value-and-bottom-6-depth-uncertainty. But here's where it gets controversial. The Avalanche haven't exactly excelled in recent years with reclamation projects or unlocking untapped potential, as seen with Oliver Kylington, Eric Brandstrom, and Casey Mittelstadt. The same front office, led by Joe Sakic and MacFarland, also missed the mark during the Patrick Roy era with acquisitions like Joe Colborne and Patrick Wierciak. And this is the part most people miss. This is the same team that struck gold with Valeri Nichushkin, Devon Toews, Arturi Lehkonen, and Andrei Burakovsky, all key players on the 2022 Stanley Cup winning roster. Chinakhov might not pan out. But he could, and he could significantly bolster a franchise in dire need of young frontline talent for the upcoming season and beyond. It's a low-risk, high-reward gamble that doesn't come around often. Will MacFarland seize this opportunity? What do you think, wise move or risky business? Share your thoughts in the comments. 2. Yegor Chinakhov's trade request, what it means for the Blue Jackets. Shocking, a promising NHL talent has openly asked his team to trade him, and the hockey world is buzzing with questions about loyalty, leadership, and the pressure on young athletes. When 24-year-old winger Yegor Chinakhov's agent, Shumi Babiv, took to social media to announce his client's desire for a fresh start, Columbus Blue Jackets general manager Don Waddell admitted he was caught off guard by the public move. But here's where it gets controversial. Waddell wasn't entirely surprised by Chinakhov's trade request, he'd been in discussions about it behind the scenes all along. Frankly, I'm surprised that Babiv went public, Waddell told Aaron Portzline of The Athletic. But I'm not shocked that Chinakhov wants out. He returned from last season's back injury and struggled to regain his form. That led to a falling out with coach Dean Evason and, ultimately, some healthy scratches. Despite missing significant time with a bothersome back, Chinakhov ended last season with 7 goals and 15 points in 30 games, down from the 16 goals and 29 points he notched in 53 contests the year before. In hockey lingo, being a healthy scratch means a player is well enough to suit up but is left out of the lineup, and Waddell believes Chinakhov simply didn't handle the benching well. "I've told Babiev that Chinakhov still has value," Waddell explained. "I've already reached out to other teams, but I'm not trading him just because someone's instructed me to." Chinakhov himself was candid earlier in the day, via X, formerly known as Twitter. "I had some misunderstandings with the coach during the season. Now I'd be glad to have a trade. I want to play somewhere new. As long as I'm in the NHL, I plan to keep developing here." He made his NHL debut with Columbus in 2021-22, recording 7 goals and 14 points in 62 games, a career high for appearances. And this is the part most people miss: Chinakhov isn't threatening to leave hockey altogether. His contract runs through next season at a $2.1 million cap hit, and his agent emphasized that if a trade doesn't materialize, Chinakhov will continue to give 120% for the Blue Jackets. "I'm in close and productive communication with Columbus management," Babiev said in a subsequent post. "I'm grateful for their cooperation and understanding. But I fully support Yegor and will always act in his best interest." To date, the Omsk native has logged 175 NHL games, tallying 34 goals and 71 points. Yet fans and analysts are divided. Was it Chinakhov's right to take his request public? Or should trade talks remain strictly behind closed doors? What do you think? Do you side with a young player trying to jumpstart his career, or with a GM looking to protect his team's interests? Share your thoughts below. 3. Yegor Chinakhov trade request: disputes with coach lead to NHL career crossroads. In a surprising turn of events, Yegor Chinakhov, a promising talent drafted in the first round of 2020, has officially requested a trade from the Columbus Blue Jackets. This news was confirmed by the team on Thursday, following a social media announcement made by Chinakhov's agent, Shumi Babiev. Chinakhov's agent shared a post on X, where he seemed to relay the player's sentiments: "I experienced some misunderstandings with the coach throughout the season. At this point, I would welcome a trade and am eager to relocate. As for returning to Russia, I intend to continue my development in the NHL as long as I can play here." Interestingly, this trade request did not catch Blue Jackets general manager Don Waddell off guard. He expressed his surprise at Babiev's decision to go public with the request but acknowledged that discussions about Chinakhov's situation had already taken place. Waddell noted, "He returned from a back injury last season but struggled to perform, leading to a rift between him and coach Dean Evason. I informed Babiev that Chinakhov holds value, and I am in talks with other teams. However, I won't simply trade him because of a request." When approached for comment, Babiev chose not to respond to The Athletic. In the social media post, Chinakhov reiterated his feelings about the misunderstandings with the coaching staff and expressed his desire for a change of scenery. He stated, "I would be happy to accept a trade. I want to move to a different location. Will I go back to Russia? As long as I can play in the NHL, I will keep developing here." It appears that Babiev may have been paraphrasing Chinakhov from an interview published in Sport Express, a Russian sports publication. In this interview, which The Athletic translated, a conversation unfolded between Chinakhov and special correspondent Alexei Shevchenko. Shevchenko asked, "Do you think you would accept a trade to another team without any issues?" Chinakhov responded, "I would actually be quite happy about it." Shevchenko followed up, probing whether this sentiment stemmed from accumulated frustrations and misunderstandings with the head coach. Chinakhov confirmed, "Yes, all of it combined makes me want to change my location." When asked if he had a preference for which team he would join, Chinakhov replied, "Not particularly. While there are differences, the most important thing is that it works out well for me." Throughout his first 4 seasons in the NHL, Chinakhov has participated in 175 games but has missed 109 due to injuries, including 40 games last season due to a back issue. After returning to the lineup on March 4, he found himself as a healthy scratch in 12 of the last 17 games. His season concluded with a total of 7 goals, 8 assists, and a -6 rating over 30 games. Waddell commented on Chinakhov's performance, stating, "When he returned, he wasn't the player we expected, which led to him being scratched at the end of the season. This is a common occurrence for players who struggle to cope with such situations." Despite Babiv's public statement, Waddell emphasized that it does not alter his approach or increase the urgency to trade Chinakhov. He refrained from revealing the asking price but made it clear that the Blue Jackets are looking for immediate roster improvements rather than future prospects. "I disregard the public post. I will continue discussions with teams, but Babiv's actions won't change my perspective. I need to ensure we get the right value in return. The interest from teams and their willingness to pay will dictate the market. If the offers aren't satisfactory, Chinakhov will remain a Blue Jacket," Waddell stated. Looking ahead, Waddell expects Chinakhov to report to training camp in 2 months, ready to compete. He mentioned that Chinakhov underwent a procedure for his lingering back injury during the Four Nations face-off and is now in good health. "He will definitely be at camp," Waddell assured. "He is under contract and earning over $2 million. I've seen this scenario before. If he comes back with the mindset of, 'My agent tried to find me a new team, but I'm here and ready to give my all,' it usually isn't a problem if the player has the right attitude." This situation raises intriguing questions about player dynamics and management decisions in professional sports. What do you think about Chinakhov's request for a trade? Is it justified given his circumstances, or does it reflect a lack of commitment? Share your thoughts in the comments.